JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, suspected contract killers held in St. Anne. 3 St. James men, whom the police believe were in St. Anne's contract killers, were nabbed by lawmen on Tuesday evening. They were captured along with another man who resides in St. Anne. Acting head of the St. Anne Police, Superintendent David White, said about 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, a police team carrying out checks under Operation Leviticus intercepted a white Nissan 80 wagon with the 4 men aboard along the Paritown Main Road. He said the vehicle was searched and a 9mm single-action Browning pistol was found. Its magazine contained 10 cartridges. The men were arrested and charged for illegal possession of firearm and ammunition and are to face the court early next week. They are 27-year-old construction worker Wayne Williams, otherwise called Chinny, unemployed 19-year-old Renaldo Bailey, who is also known as Kamar, and 24-year-old taxi operator Joel Fairclough, also called Junior. The other man is 28-year-old laborer Damien Heron, otherwise called Shortman, of Paritown in St. Anne and licensed in St. Thomas. Investigations are ongoing. Mayhem sweeps St. Andrew South as 5 slain in 24 hours. Curfews were imposed in Olympic Gardens and Waterhouse late Tuesday as law enforcement scrambled to rein in escalating violence as 5 people were murdered in the St. Andrew South Police Division in 24 hours. That intervention was activated after a high-level meeting of the top brass in the sprawling division, which is a hunting ground teeming with more than 50 active gangs. Several people are also nursing wounds from 3 separate gun attacks, a prism of Jamaica's endemic violence crisis, with nationwide murders soaring 6% year-on-year. In the first incident, shortly after noon, 33-year-old Tashana Josephs was found dead in a house along Maxfield Avenue with multiple gunshot wounds to her face. Her daughter, who is to start school Wednesday, said that she was at the tailor's overseeing the final touches to her uniform when she received a call. The daughter, an only child, said that she could not bear to go look at her mother's body still lying on a bed. That section of Whitfield Town has been under curfew since 6 p.m. Monday and is slated to end at 6 p.m. Wednesday. In the second incident, about 4:30 p.m., during heavy rains, masked men traveling on a motorcycle drove to Welcome Avenue and opened fire, hitting 3 men at a shop. The deceased have been identified as Andre Clark, otherwise called Bullhead, and Jermaine Morgan. The other man is still hospitalized. While at that scene, the police received reports that heavy gunfire was heard near the Olympic Gardens police station at McDonald Place. 3 men were found suffering from gunshot wounds. 2 of the victims have since succumbed to injuries. One of the dead men in that incident has since been identified as 42-year-old Andy Layton Christian, a contractor. A close relative said that Christian had just stopped at the location to drop off workmen. He's not a gangster. Him just at the wrong place at the wrong time. We see the car circle like a somebody them a look for, and it's like them get fed up and just shoot up the place, she said, crying. Reports are that about 5:55 p.m., a silver Toyota Axle motor car pulled up to the entrance of McDonald Place and opened fire on a group of men before escaping. Deputy Superintendent of Police Coleridge Minto, the division's operations chief, said that there are sweeping gang conflicts across the division. Minto said that over the last 72 hours, the division has had a flare-up of violence. Some of those attacks are being probed by the Top Flight Major Investigation Division. We continue to appeal to the residents to provide any information that they have to the police and allow the police to do their jobs as against trying to do reprisal and taking matters into their own hands, Minto said. The area known as Compound, in the vicinity of the Olympic Gardens police station, recorded a double murder on Sunday. However, Minto said that he could not confirm if the McDonald Place incident is related. He said the police have been keeping a close eye on Compound. It kind of shows that persons pay very scant regard for law and order, and whether it is in front of the police station or in some lane, they are going to take their action when they get an opportunity. And so what we have to be doing is dominating the space with the assets we have, Minto said. The deputy superintendent theorized that scouts using cell phones are tipping off operatives when to strike. He said the police are organizing some strategies to deal with the increase in gang violence. Mother mourns death of 3rd son to the hands of gunmen. It was an all too familiar fare for Annette Lodge As soon after she heard explosions ringing out in a nearby community on Sunday afternoon, she was told that another of her sons had been murdered. The mother of 8, 6 boys and 2 girls, has now lost her third son to violence. This time, her 24-year-old son, Sheldon Williams, of Winch Road and Relay Road addresses, was among 2 men fatally shot on Road Crescent in St. Andrew after a game of football on church grounds. The other deceased is 25-year-old O'Shane Ashley of a 440 Drive address. On Monday, Lodge was surrounded by relatives and friends offering their support at her McKinley Crescent home. I was eating my dinner and me hear the shot and me run come down the road. Everybody go round there. As she me see a run come, said them shot Sheldon, but I didn't know he was dead, Lodge said, pointing to someone close by. A visit to the hospital would confirm that Williams died from multiple gunshot wounds, most of which were to his upper back. The grieving mother said Williams reared animals and operated a bar for a living. Me not tell no lie, he's a nice youth, she said. Now what 3 sons me have were dead, them shot them, Lodge said. She also recalled that Ricardo, another of her sons, was slain while on his way to work. At 440 Drive, Ashley's mother, Alice Garcia, and his sister Peter Gay Nelson were reflecting on his life in the company of friends. They said Ashley, a security guard, was an avid football fan who played the sport at the location every Sunday. Him jovial. Anywhere I tell him there, people have to laugh. Me not have nothing bad to say about him. Not because he is family, but me can't point out nothing bad to say about him, and Nelson said. They added that Ashley, a father of 3, worked tirelessly to take care of his family. Nelson spoke of her brother's charm with women, adding that she thought that would herald his downfall, not a bullet. I just started him. Me think a woman would kill him. To him just walk around and have woman all about, she said. The chatter brought laughter for his mother, who was still visibly shaken. She said she last spoke to her son on Friday when he visited her in Yorton, St. Catherine. But me go fi up the bar, I him see drive up, and he spend a little while with me and spend and support me. When I leave him say, Mommy, the girl them nice. Him hug me and say, Mommy, me I come back Saturday because me like the vibes, Garcia said, showing a tattoo with his name on her chest. She said that her son was not involved in wrongdoing, as he would walk freely anywhere and was never in hiding. The St. Andrew South Police are probing the double murder. St. Catherine husband charged for wife's murder. The St. Catherine husband accused of the stabbing death of his wife at their home in Berkshire Hall has been charged. Peter Walters, 33, who is a tractor operator, was charged on Monday. A court date is yet to be set. It is reported that about 2 a.m. on August 26, the husband and wife were involved in an argument at their home. It is further alleged that during the dispute, the accused used a knife to stab his wife, later identified as 34-year-old laborer Nikisha DaCosta Walters, several times. Following the incident, the accused reportedly drove himself to the Linseed police station, where he was arrested on suspicion of murder. An investigation was conducted and was subsequently charged. Soldier jailed for stolen cell phones. A Jamaica Defence Force JDF private is to face the music in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court after he pleaded guilty to simple larceny yesterday. The accused, Tafara Williams, 21, is charged with receiving stolen property and simple larceny in the case of 2 stolen cellular phones. His co-accused, Akiwayne Taylor, is charged with 2 counts of simple larceny, 2 counts of conspiracy to steal, and 2 counts of receiving stolen property. Taylor pleaded guilty to 1 count of receiving stolen property. It was alleged that on August 3, the 2 complainants, who were also members of the JDF, plugged in their phones, an iPhone X and a Samsung A12, and retired to bed. They were later woken by a commotion at 2:20 a.m. by other soldiers who indicated that their property was being stolen. A report was subsequently made, and on August 11, a joint military police team located one of the complainant's cell phones at a location within the corporate area. A sting operation was set up, and the phone was traced to a phone shop located along Eastwood Park Road, where Taylor and Williams were seen and accosted. The court heard that Taylor was found using the SIM card belonging to one of the complainants, while Williams was searched and the iPhone was found in the pocket of his uniform. They were taken into custody, but Taylor was subsequently offered $300,000 bail. Williams remains in the custody of the JDF. When the matter was mentioned before Senior Parish Judge Lauren Cole Montague, A community report was requested for both defendants to assist with sentencing. The men were also made subjects of a fingerprint order. Cole Montague imposed conditions to Taylor's bail, ordering him to surrender his passport. A stop order was also placed at the island's ports of entry and exit. They are to return to court on November 7. Taki principal rebuffs sixth form pathways program advances. Principal of Taki High School in St. Mary, Errol Basco, is adamant that his institution will not be a part of the Ministry of Education's Sixth Form Pathways Program, SFPP. Basco said that the space is simply not there to accommodate any additional students, as TAC is already forced to operate a satellite campus some 12 miles away in the community of Retreat to accommodate grade 7 students. I'm willing to go public to say personally, right here, we can't take on the sixth form program, Basco asserted, while making it clear that he was not in favor of the SFPP. I neither have the interest nor the capacity, because as it is now, we operate a satellite campus too. We're too small to have all grade 7 to 11 students here, so we have grade 7 on a different campus, some 10 miles away, he continued. Basco said the school's administration has repeatedly requested from the Education Ministry an additional 8 classrooms to accommodate the expanding school population. However, he said the request has fallen on deaf ears. All we ask for is 8 more classrooms, and not just from this administration, from the administration before, he added. According to him, the shortage of classroom space at Taki High existed ever since they made the transition from a double shift system to a single shift in 2015. As a result of the shortage of space, Basco said that the Education Ministry sent the grade 7 and 8 students to another location in a primary school building. Under the SFPP, all high school graduates this year will automatically transition to grade 12, after which they will earn the equivalent of an associate degree. 43 new COVID-19 cases, no deaths reported. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 43 new COVID-19 cases on Tuesday, September 6, bringing the infection total to 150,401. The new cases comprise 24 females and 19 males, with ages ranging from 3 years to 92 years. No deaths were reported. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 9, St. Catherine 8, Manchester 6, St. James 5, Westmoreland 4, St. Anne 3, Trelawney 3, St. Elizabeth 2, Clarendon 2, and Hanover 1. There were 58 recoveries in the last 24 hours, bringing the total to 97,212. Currently, 109 people hospitalized, 33 of whom are moderately ill, 5 severely ill, and 2 in critical condition. Jamaica's positivity rate for the latest round of testing is 16.9%. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.